Aquarius, welcome to Larisa Lili Temperance. Today we are doing single reads. So this is going to be my first month with single readings, and I decided to do this just because I wanted to focus more on healing for these single reads, because a lot of you will relate to the other reads due to past or even current situations, but this is a way to open a different avenue to kind of change perspective, to be more optimistic, and to just dive more deeper into healing within ourselves. So we're going to focus on a few things in this read, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So I really want to shift things. I'm a light worker, and so my main purpose for me opening this channel, obviously I do tarot, but I want to transition, and I really feel like there is a pandemic of lack of love, and I feel people are finding it but are not understanding how to go about it. And so if I can bring some clarity, some intuitive nudges, and some healing, then you know what, I contribute, and that's what truly matters to me in my readings and what I offer here in this channel. So Aquarius, we are going to begin. I have channel messages as always. So with these readings, they're just going to be short words that I got from Spirit. So for you, Aquarius, for the month of January, the focus of your energy would be to surrender, unexpected, protection, and extremes. So this seems like it's going to be a month of really allowing, and that's what surrender is, for us to really allow and go with the flow of things, and really embrace what's unexpected, not knowing what's to come. And since they gave me protection, that means it's because you're protected. This is a month you're very protected this month, and know that you are also protected with this flow and this new flow that's coming through. Now, they gave me the word extremes, and the extremes is probably because I feel maybe some overthinking, and that's why they want, I feel it's like a reduction of it, and that's where the surrendering needs to take place within yourself. So we're going to pull a major arcana shift for the month of January to see what is it the singles need to focus on for the month of January. And then we'll pull another oracle here to see what's the focus as well. So Spirit, what do the Aquarius need to focus on for the month of January? What are the singles for love, to heal and to find love? What are their focus? What is their major shift for the month of January to heal and find love? Okay, so we've got the Hierophant. I mean, this is about your growth, your spiritual, your foundation. So embrace those around you. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you, making it even more important to surround yourself with those who love you and share your beliefs. Be willing to accept help from others. You could find comfort in traditional solutions, or your heart may long to try out new ideas. Yes, and that's where I feel like Spirit is really wanting you to surrender to, because the Hierophant is Taurus energy. It could be very a lot about structure and belief, and Taurus is a fixed sign. So Taurus, this energy doesn't really allow too much change, and so Spirit is really saying to embrace the unexpected, and to surrender to flow this month, Aquarius. So let's pull an angel card. Spirit, what is the message, the angel message? What is the guidance, overarching energy here for Aquarius for the month, for the singles, for our singles? What can we give them? Give me one card for their overarching in January. I just want one. I'm going to take this one. Creative projects. Yes. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited, and it reignites your passion towards your life. And you know, this is, once you surrender, I feel like once you surrender, really open yourself up right now, you will be opened up to more creativity. I feel like you will be more receptive to what's to come. And you know, you're very, you know, your labor and your fruits and your growth and your creations are all going to be protected this month. So creative expressions makes you feel alive and excited. So this is about rejuvenation as well. This is about rejuvenating yourself. And all those extremes, maybe an extreme way of thinking, to looking, the way you see something. This is like a shift of perspective, and to really bring a lighter energy within yourself and your being and your soul, and to trust in the divine, because obviously they're saying to surrender. So this is really about going with the flow and really releasing a lot of stagnant, fixed energy within yourself. So, all right, I want to focus on some past energy of you. Then we'll focus on some healing, which is healing energies between masculine and feminine energies, which is the evolution of your soul. And I want to look at both of those energies because we all have masculine and feminine energy. And right now, I'm a firm believer, you know, and this is how I help, and this is how I focus on my readings, is the imbalance of our energies. Because in order for us to come back to our hearts in a very leveled and healing place, we need to balance both energies, and that's how we will eventually evolve. And so basically that section is going to be about our heart chakra. So first, let's look at your past. Spirit, what can we give? What was Aquarius's past energy? What can you give me for Aquarius's past energy? What was Aquarius' past energy here? Oh, we're not taking all this. What was Aquarius's past energy in love? What is Aquarius's past energy in love? Okay, so we've got refusing to see and change focus. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. There's a lot of fixed energy here. So in the past, Aquarius, there was probably a lot of refusing to see truths, refusing to see people's behaviors, maybe partners you've dated, and putting yourself in that position, being in that place in your heart is where Spirit is now guiding you to change your focus. And maybe you also realize, well, you know what, I'm not getting the outcome that I truly want, or my heart wants. And so it forced you to change, you know, to change focus, or you're getting nudges to change focus because you're realizing there really wasn't enough growth going on. Here we have daydreams and decisions. And so it almost feels like Aquarius, you were too much in your thoughts in the past, and things weren't really, there was a lot of thinking. So I'm getting an energy of a lot of thinking, but refusing to see. As you can see, daydream, change focus, refusing to see. It's almost like you were holding yourself back from the changes as well because of this fixed energy. There was a lot of fixed energy. And so as Spirit is saying, to surrender to the flow, right? To surrender to new things, to really be open to going out of your comfort zone, and truly opening your heart to exploring different avenues of yourself. And, you know, this is, you know, it really allowed a lot of this instability. I really feel like a lot of confusion wasn't allowing you to make clear decisions about the connections and the people you were connecting with. It was very clouded. That's what was very in the space, very in the air, and the decisions. It was too much in your mind space, but you weren't really putting things into action in terms of having healthy boundaries, and also maybe focusing too much on the connection versus creative projects, other things that can help you also balance your soul out in terms of your rejuvenating yourself and also increasing confidence. Wow, as I say that, finding balance. So yeah, you know, it was a lot of struggle with finding balance. So we're gonna get some, the next thing I wanna look at is the healing energies for masculine and feminine energies here. And so these go a little darker. We're gonna look at some shadow. So what needs to be worked? So Spirit, what is the shadow that Aquarius needs to work on for the month of January? What is the shadow? Give me a shadow that Aquarius may need to work on the feminine energy. What is the shadow on their feminine energy? What is the shadow on their feminine energy? So I'm gonna pull one more. What is the shadow on their feminine energy that Aquarius needs to work on? Give it one more shuffle. If nothing comes out, okay, nothing wants to come out. So feminine, so remember, feminine energy, masculine energy, it doesn't matter gender. We're looking to see how we're going to balance our heart chakra. And so all of us have both energies, male, female, it doesn't matter. So this is about the evolution. Our focus right now is the evolution of our heart chakra. So for the imbalance in the feminine energy, the reason I giggled was because it said spoiled brat. And so for some of you, you know, have that imbalance where you're dealing with things that where maybe you feel a little bit entitled to and not really seeing things for what they are. So let's see, I'm just going to quickly pull and then we'll go into detail. Give me the imbalance energy for the masculine energy. Give me the imbalance of masculine energy within the collective in Aquarius. Give me one card. There we go. Discontent. Okay. So obviously we have the spoiled brat and discontent on the masculine. So on the feminine energy, this is probably a feel of sense of entitlement within the energies, finding different ways to really appreciate. I feel like there's a lack of gratitude to a certain extent that needs to involve in terms of the way you approach things, the way you approach to people, the way you speak to people. I really feel on how you speak to people very temperament, because here we have the fire. I'm noticing here the fire in her hand, and so that could be your temperament towards people, that sometimes it can come across harsh. And Spirit is just saying, you know, those are areas that have to also be evolved, because the last thing you want, remember, this is about your karma. When you're dealing with your heart chakra, you have to understand that your heart chakra, what you're putting out, you're going to receive. And so if what you're giving off is very fiery energy, it's exactly what you're going to receive in return, and it's just going to reflect back to you whatever you've been experiencing in the outside of yourself. And so here on the masculine energy, we have discontent, and this is just not being satisfied, right? I feel like these two kind of go hand in hand, right? Because there feels like a level of dissatisfaction and then having a rebellious outcome out of the discontent within ourselves. And so, you know, we really have to figure out ways to bring these things, these energies, these shadow aspects of ourselves between the two energies into balance. So let's see, Spirit, what does Aquarius need to do to bring these energies into balance? What can Aquarius do? What's the focus to bring these energies into balance for Aquarius? Ooh, to evolve. I felt that. Keep your commitments. So this is keeping your word. This is being true to yourself. This is about, yeah, look at that. Having more faith, trusting the process. Again, the channel message was to, you know, surrender, to go with the flow. And so at this point, there feels like some of you have to focus on really really trusting in the universe. You know, I'm hearing that for some of you who do have creative projects here, some of you are like, you start things and then don't finish them. And Spirit is saying it's because it's the loss of faith. And again, it puts you in the state of discontent. And again, sense of entitlement, in terms of what's being projected to you because of your attitude, how you respond, how you're viewing, and what you're creating for some of you. But Spirit is saying keep your commitments. In order for you to bring yourself into balance is to have faith and really be true to yourself. Keep your commitments, you know, show up for you. This is a time to show up for you. So let's see, what other areas that need to be worked on, Spirit? What other areas does Aquarius need to work on? What guidance can we give them, and what other areas and focuses? Let's see what we've got here. So for some of you, this is create a safe space. Allow your partner to speak openly without being judged or treated as if they're wrong and broken. If they come to you, be there to meet them. And so I understand the safe part is for some of you. I'm really looking at this as creating safe space from your people, from your family, your friends. From some of you, it could have been the way you've responded in past relationships where you didn't realize you actually had to focus and create space for yourself. Allowing people to speak openly, right? Because again, I feel that temperament that I was feeling with that spoiled brat energy, you know, that spoiled brat shadow, where you have to be receptive and not being judgmental to how other people come across, and allow people to be open. Allow your partners to speak openly without being judged or treated as if they were wrong and broken. If they come to you, be there to meet them. So knowing that you have to create a safe space even for those around you, right? Because in order for them to be more receptive to you, they also have to be safe about their space in your surrounding. And so for some of you who suffer that, who have that discontent imbalance, right? If people sense you to be discontent and like unsatisfied, then again, it doesn't allow them to come into that space and feel safe. For others of you, we have rebuild the trust. Yeah, it won't happen overnight, but with effort, patience, being lovingly and remaining hopeful, trust can be rebuilt. And yeah, I'm really feeling like trust. This is about, having faith, keeping your commitment. So in order to really build trust with your surroundings and your partnerships, you know, and anyone who comes in your future, because we're going to look at future partners, Aquarius, you have to also commit to rebuilding that trust, commit to yourself, commit to your partner, and understand that trust is not overnight. This is not a one and done process. And we have sugarcoat the truth. I mean, this is a lot about speaking truth here, Aquarius. So say your truth when you disagree, but make sure that you're neither defensive nor offensive. Be honest, but in a nice way. And again, it's that energy that I'm feeling with the spoiled brat where, and again, you guys, I don't mean to trigger. I'm not here to trigger anyone, but this is about the evolution of us. And we are here to grow, and we're here to inspire. We're here to really deal with the inner parts of us that normally we don't deal with, you know, and aspects of us have to be balanced in order for us to bring the love we're looking for, which is what we will focus on in a little bit. So again, this is saying sugarcoating the truth you don't want. You know, this is about you being honest to you. So say your truth when you disagree, but make sure that you're neither defensive nor offensive. Be honest, but in a nice way. And this is also speaking in grace. So I think people don't realize, male or female, remember, this is not about gender. This is about the evolution of you and coming back to your hearts. So understanding that you are also accountable with your communication skills, your truth, and how people understand you when you're in a space to share yourself and to get them to understand your inner parts of you. You know, this is that whole saying, you know, where people think that, like, people feel they could read minds, and there's no one could read minds, and that's why your truth has to be spoken from you. And again, this is about the commitment to yourself. Keep your commitments. This is about your own faith for you, and the faith within yourself, and your confidence level, which we will focus next. So Aquarius, I like to, if those of you haven't seen my reads, or if I haven't said it in any of the other readings, I focus a lot on sacral energy because I believe sacral chakra is about your confidence level. And so here I'm calling this is us checking in on you singles, because we're singles, right? This is 100% single. I mean, if you're in a situationship, if you're in a person who's lingering, you're still single. So this is a reading. And to receive this message, you have to understand you're single. You cannot think about your person, because this reading is for those who want to manifest real love and true love into their life, and healthy love, right? Because we want that. So sacral energy is about our confidence level, and for us not to put ourselves in situationships or with people who are non-committal, to recognize that it usually comes from our confidence level, and sacral is a huge part of that. And then of course sacral is about that sexy time, right? It's that energy, that sexual energy that lives within us. And so we're gonna see what your thirsty sacral is saying, because as single people we can be a little thirsty, right? I mean, we're all grown-ups here, right? So we're going to look at what that thirsty sacral is saying. What is that unspoken thirst? What is that dirty thought in Aquarius's mind right now? We're going to tap into your dirty thoughts. Spirit, what is a dirty thought for? Thirsty sacral here for our Aquarius here. What can you give me? Let's lay naked and talk about each other's dreams. I mean, that's not that dirty. So see, look at that. You guys are really wanting something sweet. We're going to pull one more dirty thought here for that sacral, thirsty sacral energy. Spirit, what is another message here for Aquarius, this thirsty sacral, unspoken thoughts? Coffee in the morning. Look at in the moaning. Ooh, so we already know this energy here, right? So this is really really romance energy here for you guys, you know. So we're gonna look, although we have these thoughts and we feel these energies within our sacral, and for some of you, you're gonna know how strong your sacral is, because even when these words are spoken, the sacral energy is so strong that you can hear these words and your sacral will throb. So the purpose of feeling this, right? We wanna activate our sacral, because sometimes for those of us who've been single much longer than others, we tend to think that it's dead. Our mojo is gone. And so here in this case, we're gonna see what we need to transmute. So for those who have this energy, what can we do to transmute this energy, Spirit? So give me a healing energy, and usually healing energies have to do with feminine energy. So this is, again, no gender aside. This is about us healing our hearts. So Spirit, what is the transmuting energy for the sacral? What can you give me for the transmuting energy for the sacral? Future. Shift your focus onto present events rather than what's ahead. The future is not meant to be known. So again, it's that surrendering. So Spirit is definitely really having you focus on that this month, Aquarius, about really shifting your focus onto present. So living in the now, being more grateful, getting out of this rigid energy to really open up this sacral, to build up this confidence, not living in the future, but to be more receptive. So our creative energy and any projects that you Aquariuses are working on, to really open that up, the creativity up through the sacral, through the confidence level and the sacral energy. And you can manifest it. For those of you who are open to masturbation, then you already know, obviously masturbating with intentions, because obviously we know the NoFap, we know all those other ways to manifest and hold your energy. But masturbation, sexual energy, and I'm very big on sexual energy, is definitely a great, when with intentions, you can really accomplish a lot. So let's see what's your future partner. What is the energy for Aquarius's future partner here, Spirit? What is the energy for Aquarius's future partner? Flirt. So the energy, and look at that soulmate in the bottom. So in order for you guys to really get this new soulmate, be in this flirtatious energy, be optimistic, because there is obviously a soulmate in the horizon. Yes, this is your soulmate. So both you guys have a soulmate in the horizon coming through, for a lot of you Aquarius. So be in this very flirty energy. There's a lot of releasing that needs to be done here. Let's see. These are my couples editions. We want to see what are the manifesting loving thoughts between you and your future partner. What are the manifesting loving thoughts between? You're on each other's team. Stop competing, right? And so this is, I love this, because this is you understanding that in order to bring this partner, remember that your partner isn't going to want you to compete with them. They want you to know that you both are a team. This isn't about a competition. Yeah, you see that? I've got your back no matter what. So your future partner, Aquarius, is definitely going to be a person who's going to bring you balance, but is also going to want you to be very open in terms of understanding the levelness between the two of you, and also owning the truth, right? Because we have a lot about opening space and being honest within each other, but also creating that safe space to rebuild trust. And for those of you who have, this is about knowing that your partner is here to be on your team, not against you, not against you or competing with you. So that is a beautiful message. So now we're going to get some angel guidance, some closing angel messages, loving messages right now for you. That's right. What are the healing messages for our singles for Aquarius? What is your loving message? Thank you. This love is life-changing. Let it transform you. Yeah, so Spirit is saying this love is transforming. The universe's love for you is life-changing. It's here to transform you and really shift you to this new place, new energy that you're shifting to, Aquarius, this month. Have a lighter approach. Again, be flirty, forget this past energy, not being like this energy in the past was very undecisive, unclear, very clouded. And it's because truths weren't being spoken to ourselves. And so, just learn to keep your commitments and really, really hold your truth during this month. So, Aquarius, this is your single read for the month of January. Please like, share, subscribe, click that bell button if you enjoyed my frequency. But with that said, live always relentlessly in striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul, and I'm here to nurture you. Until next message. Bye.